What is up, guys? Welcome, Crypto Fud. And let's jump right into this. So I hope everybody had a good Saturday. And now it is Sunday, guys. It is Sunday, and we're going to talk about a few things. Obviously, what's going on in the market. What do we have to look forward to for this week? We're going to have more volatility. What did Milady do yesterday? Something we predicted, right? Let's just jump right into this. So, again, I hope everybody had a great Saturday. Nice, safe Saturday. Took your time off the charts for a little while. I know I did not, unless I was sleeping. That's about the only time that I really took myself off the charts. It's become an obsession, right? When you're in the thick of the bull run and you got so much money out there invested, it's just like you try to not look at your charts for a little while, but it's like 5 minutes later, I'm right back on it. I look at other people around me and they're on social media like TikTok and all that good stuff. I don't do any of the TikTok or any of that stuff. No, nothing against it, but I'm cracking up because they're all on there looking at what I look at as wasteful stuff, right? And I'm over here on charts, just mapping out the next play, right? Got to get this money. So with that being said, welcome, guys. Welcome again. Randy, thank you so much for the $5 super chart right off the rip. Said best channel ever, bro. Keep up the good work. I need to get some of them soul memes though. We're gonna look at some stuff here, and you already know, Randy, you're part of the membership, so we got some stuff lined up that we're gonna be looking at as far as some hidden gems that we're gonna try to locate together. So make sure you guys hit that like. Make sure you guys are subscribed, and if you guys are interested, make sure you guys hit that join button right next to the subscribe. We did have our first meeting yesterday to go over what we're going to have in store as far as with the members only meeting. So if you have $5 extra a month, come join. It will be increased as we move on. So welcome, everybody. Let's just jump right in there, and I'll jump right back into the chat. So yesterday, I want to jump right into Milady. So if you guys remember yesterday's stream, remember we were chopping around somewhere up here around this 22, 23. I think we were somewhere around the 21, 22 at. And I was like, guys, listen, I'm going to be completely honest with you. We have the FOMC meeting coming up this week. I was like, I'm going to almost guarantee, because you can't guarantee for it's crypto, right? Anything can happen, right? But I was like, I'm almost certain that we're going to come up and retest, or we're going to come back and test this 200-day moving average right here. This is going to be your SMA simple moving average. I have it on the 2-hour time frame. And I'm like, we're going to come back and we're going to test this 200 most likely the way it's looking. And that's exactly what we've done, is we've come down and we literally retested that 200-day moving average. Couple things. Bitcoin did the same thing. And it broke actually as of last night. If you guys remember yesterday's stream, Bitcoin technically had just tested the 200-day. This is on the 2-hour as well. Had come down, tested the 200-day, and it did break it as of last night, you can see. Now, couple things with Bitcoin, we're going to jump right back over to Milady, but they're kind of correlating. For Bitcoin, you see this beautiful W pattern that's formed with Bitcoin. I personally think it's going to be short-lived. You guys know, if you're familiar with the channel, a W pattern usually is going to point towards the upside, and a M pattern, which is going to be a double top, is going to point towards the downside, right? So you're going to usually see on a double top M pattern the downward movement, versus the opposite, the W pattern, you're going to see usually towards the upside. So we have seen us jump up towards the upside. Right now, Bitcoin is sitting at around 67,300, right under that 67,400 mark. I think if we do see any more of a run with Bitcoin, it's going to personally, my opinion, for right now, short term, I think it's going to be short-lived for right now. And the reason is because, like we talked about this yesterday, we have the FOMC meeting in 3 days from now. And 3 days from now, on the 20th, we're going to have the FOMC meeting coming out, and they are going to 100%, and I'm sorry that I don't even have it pulled up here, but they're going to 100%, well, 98%, right? The market's 98% certain that we're going to most likely just have a pause again. Now, you guys remember, we were technically supposed to start having Fed eases or rate cuts, as what they like to call it, right? Which is usually very bullish in the market. Well, it's been prolonged because Bitcoin, the CPI reports keep coming out, and they're not. It's actually it's trickled up a little bit. We were expected to be at 3.9 and we technically went to 4%. So we went up a little bit. But one thing I want to tell you guys about interest or inflation is just like the charts. It's not going to just continue to just keep coming down. It's going to have moves where it comes down and it's going to bounce, come up a little bit, and then continue to move down. That's how inflation is going to be. The feds know it, but they want to be on the safe side. So they're going to probably kick the can down the road as far as the interest rates being cut. With that being said, out of all that jibble jab that I just said, basically is going to end up being short-term bearish for the market. And that's what we're starting to see, what we've seen in the last few days with Bitcoin, right? And obviously with Bitcoin, that's going to relate to your other projects. If you guys were here yesterday, and if anybody has an update, let us know in the chat. But Milady hit a historical move yesterday and made it to #1 in Binance futures. We're #1. So tap you guys. If anybody was out there just spreading the word, just being here, you're included in the crowd as far as helping promote that futures Binance and us getting to #1. We shattered the competition and we're continuing to just now we're starting to separate ourselves from the second place and we're killing it. We are literally killing it. So I want to say shout out to everybody that has been here helping out with the futures, but I really want to send a shout out to everybody that's out across over the seas, out of the states that have been able to actually vote. Thank you guys so much. Really, you guys made a solid move there. You guys are the real MVPs because in the long run, this is going to be nothing but great for us because it's almost inevitable, right? That Binance now down the road is going to most likely have to list Milady's just because they can see the community behind it, right? Obviously, this was a contest for them to list it as a future as far as on their exchange. But I'm sure they've taken notice that we have moved all the way from the 12th place all the way to first place. Trust me, they've noticed that, and they're probably like, "Holy crap, this has got a big community right here." I'm sure they understand if they list it onto Binance, what kind of volume is gonna basically occur after we get listed on Binance, and then Coinbase also follows suit behind it. So, I hope you guys are taking advantage of this dip because just a few days ago, when we were all the way up here, everybody in the chat, not everybody that's been here for a while, I see a lot of newer people coming in, which is perfectly fine. They're asking, Crip, no FUD, is this a good time to buy, right? Is this a good time to buy? When we were up here, and I was like, you know what? I would honestly say it's not a terrible time to buy, but wait for maybe some kind of a retracement, right? You never know what could happen, and now you're getting blessed with that retracement. Now, what we were talking about with Bitcoin earlier, and let's see, Bitcoin is trying to break out. Like I said, we could see a nice little breakout here. Personally, I think if Bitcoin does make the breakout, we're probably going to come up towards the 69,000 if we're able to break through. This is going to be our 200-day. Right now, it's struggling because we did have this cross, which technically I would believe would be slightly bearish, but it looks like it's being very bullish right now with this beautiful W pattern that's playing out. If we were to probably have a nice move today, Bitcoin's probably going to run up towards this 69,000 where it was, and it still is, some resistance. It was support. Obviously, now it's going to be some kind of a resistance. The only reason why I am very short-term bearish, I'm bearish for the next 48 hours, and that's it. Because, like I keep saying, that FOMC meeting, once we get past that freaking FOMC meeting, excuse the French, right? Got to get emotional about it. But once we get past that FOMC meeting, it's going to be smooth sailings after that, people. We have the halving within 4 weeks from now. It's actually less than 4 weeks, I believe, right? So after that FOMC meeting, maybe a little volatile as we get up to it, as we're right on the meeting, the day on the 20th, day after, possibly a little bit still volatile, and probably the few days after that, towards the end of next week, I think we're going to be right back on track. Bitcoin's going to be back above 70 most likely, and we'll be eyeing out new all-time highs. Remember, I'm still very bullish pre-halving, saying that we're most likely going to get to what I'm thinking is about $76,000 to $80,000 for Bitcoin. So hope you guys are eating up that dip because Milady, she shoots off very fast, very, very fast. So let's jump in the chat and we're going to jump right into this. I know there's a meme coin today that's doing really well, and we're going to bring that up. So I gotta go all the way up to the top here. What's going on, everybody? If I missed you, let's see here. Oh man, I'm like gonna be 20 minutes behind on this chat here. So Mohammed, what's going on? Rosales, Mathis, Eller, Crypto Millionaire, what's going on? Abyss. Let's see here. Rosales already said Mog Coin. We're gonna look that up. It's doing crazy right now. Jojo in the house. AVK, what's going on? Rob. Crypt Tip, my Hillsborough County girl. I see you over there in Polk. I know. Tampa Bay right here. BP, what's going on, bro? That's family. Goat in the house. Randy, what's going on, bro? Let's see here. Crypto Tip said I'm on Mog coin right now. I know it's up. We're gonna look it up right now here. Dawn Vera in the house. Goat, it's sad that we can win the Binance vote and still not get listed. Goat, didn't I tell you yesterday, bro? Don't come in here with that sad stuff. Don't come in here with the sad stuff, bro. We're going to be fine. We're good, bro. We're going to get listed. Got it? It takes time. Seriously, it takes time. Remember, and I'm going to put a pause on the chat real quick. I've been telling you guys, and this was a big thing a few months ago, before even the freaking the contest. Everybody was like, when are we going to get listed on Binance? And I said, guys, listen, we're going to get listed on Binance when we check all the boxes, right? And the number one box, you have to remember, these exchanges, they make money off of transactions, right? So you think they're going to list a coin, and I'm not saying meme coin is this coin, but I'm just saying, you think they're going to list a coin that has very low volume? They're not going to do it, because when they have to list a coin, they have to invest in that coin. They don't just buy a few $1,000s here and buy as it goes. No, they're going to put in millions of dollars into that coin. They're investing basically into that project, right? In the hopes that they're going to make all their money back, obviously, from the transactions that are going to come and go. So when as far as being listed on Binance and Coinbase, those are going to be your biggest exchanges. So they're going to have the biggest thresholds. Right now, Milady is looking great. Obviously, today we're down 30% as far as the volume, but just take it back a few days ago when we were doing $50-60 million a day. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for that. They're probably looking for $100 million or plus, for a consecutive amount of time for them to bring us on to the exchange. So it's going to happen. Go turn that frown upside down, bro. We're going to be good. All right, we're going to be good. Let's see here. Rosales said, what's up, Binance first, Milady win. I think I just answered that one. Rosales said, I missed it yesterday. No worries. See, BP said, join the Discord, join the members gang. We are here making it to the top. Yep, I have the Discord pinned on the top. So if you guys are active on Discord, come join. Come join. Just make sure you guys are positive and don't bring any links that ask for us to connect our wallets, because we will have to kick you out of the Discord, all right? And we do have some active mods that are just scouring through, making sure everything is good. So come in if you want to talk about crypto, not just Milady, but everything, right? Randy said he's on Mog. Overcome, what's going on? Arnold, good morning, brother. Love the green. Let's see here. Beast Mendez said 2 days ago I buy Brick. Oh, did you buy Brick? Nice. We'll check that out. I haven't looked at Brick in a few days. Crypto Tip said, what up, Crypto Fudge? Shout out to all the women in crypto holding it down and making money. Hell yeah. Shout out to all those girls, those independent women out there making that money. Hell yeah. That's what we want to see. BP said, pump those likes. 30 people out. Doesn't hurt. Push the button. Let's go. Yeah, we're going good. Let's hit that like. Get it going for the algorithm. Just trying to catch up on the chat. And if I missed anybody on the chat, I'm so. Jojo, what's going on? Tot, what it is? What's going on, bro? All right, I think I've jumped in. Oh, Prodigy, fam. Prodigy said, I'm quick to ban somebody. Yeah. We got the police in the Discord, guys. But come and join and have some fun. So let's pull up. So we're going to keep monitoring Bitcoin. We have some news to look at, but let's look up Mog, because right now Mog is going crazy. And we kind of been mapping out Mog. And I told you guys It got listed on crypto.com exchange, I think about 2 days ago now. And it kind of was like a delayed reaction, right? Because it got listed and MOG was going down, obviously because the whole market was kind of having a cool off. But you can see as of today, MOG found some support. And we're actually going to map that spot right there that it bounced at, because you can see right here, other than our fib retracement, you can see MOG has bounced a few times, finding support right here. Oh, that's on, excuse me, I'm looking at the 0.5. MOG has found support previously, though, on where we're at right now, but the fact that it just bounced right there is probably going to be a big key spot that we're going to keep an eye on. So obviously the 0.5, you can see it's bounced multiple times on support. It actually bounced right here at this 62, came up, got rejected at the 200A. This is for the 2 hour. It broke its 200A as well. And you can see it bounced beautifully at this 0.5, and it's been on a nice run since. So if you were able to catch that beautiful spot right here on the bottom where it bounced, you technically would be up. Let's see, let's map it out. You technically would be up right now about 47%. So not a bad move whatsoever. You can see this thing kind of ran up almost to the 236 and got rejected right below that 236. So let's see what the market cap is. I think the market cap's at what, like 400? Yeah, at about 372. So nothing, 357. So nothing too crazy as far as a high market cap. It's relatively small. The volume, believe it or not, our volume's higher than MOG right now, and MOG is up. So I mean, you can see Milady's still got that hype behind it for sure. As far as being listed on the central exchange, you can see crypto.com is probably going to be your bigger one. Gate.io as well on here. I'm surprised KuCoin's not on here. They're like always first to list the meme coins. But MOG is not looking bad. Anybody that is invested in MOG, or if you're looking on the sidelines to buy in on this project, what we have mapped right here, I would say pretty much I would keep my eye on this 0.5. So at the 70 mark, anything below that 70 mark would most likely where I would start to dollar cost average in, right? That's where I would start looking. If it breaks below this 62 where it bounced right just a few hours ago, if it breaks below the 62, I would really start actually looking to dollar cost in heavily, right? Because you can see if it breaks that support, starts getting back down to these levels right here, you're going to be talking about a market cap that's probably in the 200 millions, if not lower. That's going to be a solid buy, I think, in the future as this project continues to establish itself, right? Because this project's fairly new. If you look from the charts, this thing just came out on TradingView. Now, it could have been out a little well before, but on TradingView, you're talking about February the 16th. So it's been out for literally a month as of right now. So definitely in that evolving stage. Not a bad time right now. Obviously, it's pumped 40-something%. So if you are looking, I would kind of wait to see what it's doing and maybe wait for some kind of a retracement and jump in. The only reason why I think that there is going to be a retracement for this is because for two things. It didn't break the 50 and the what is this? A 50 and the 100 right here. So you have the 20 and the 200 down here. It broke, but the 50 and the 50 and the 100 SMA, it did not break above. You can see it actually right now. It broke above briefly, created a candle wick, but the actual candlestick is down right here at this 91, and it's basically, as we're talking, getting rejected. So I'm guessing there's going to be somewhat of a retracement. Is it going to drop all the way down to here? Possibly not, right? It might come back down and start finding some support above this 200A, maybe going for another run. The only reason why I'm thinking about, this could maybe retrace back towards these levels is just because of the whole market right now, right? The whole market right now, and it's really just looking at Bitcoin. Let's see what she's doing right now. She looks like she's trying to break out. And this right here is a bullish sign, whether we don't break out right now or not. It's just showing you guys, even with the uncertainty coming up this week, Bitcoin is still trying to just get back up to that 70,000 mark and just continue to move. Right now, you can look at that FOMC meeting as like an anchor on the legs of Bitcoin, and it's just trying to hold it down. But once we get past the 20th, those chains are going to break, and we're going to be back up to those explosive moves, and we're going to be right back up on track. And you guys remember too, yesterday we covered on Bitcoin. Remember, we were talking about retracements as far as what Bitcoin did in 2021. If this was our retracement right here, guys, I hope you guys are prepared. I really do hope you guys are prepared, because if this was the retracement right here, that was at what, 10% retracement from the high? Let's see here. From the actual top to this bottom so far was about a 12% retracement. Remember back in 2021, we were looking at 30, 20, 25% retracements every time we hit an all-time high. If we are seeing 12%, and it's probably going to get less and less as we continue to move, bro, we're setting ourselves up easily for $100,000 Bitcoin. Easily. Very easily. Let's see here, bro. I am so sorry on the chat today, guys. I'm going at it. I just drank, bro. I'm drinking one of these Monster. I don't really drink a lot of Monsters, but I'm drinking one of those Monster. It's like a coffee energy drink, and it's got me pumped, guys. It's got me pumped. It's good. Mendez said check bricks. I promise you we will check out bricks here in a second. Here, let me just go through. I don't want to make sure I got everybody. J Volt 100 billion and still buying. Let's go. Rome wasn't built in a day. Gotta wait, says Buck Nasty. Like that name, Buck Nasty? Why do they call you that, bro? What's going on? Naeem said how long it can go, 10x, 50x, 100x. Well, from where we're at right now, I'm still with the prediction of, did I spell this wrong? Can't believe I did that. I'm still with the prediction name of I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I'm looking for a prediction of somewhere around, and I'm talking about market cap wise, somewhere around $2 to $10 billion. So if you were to map that out from where we're at currently right now, I would say for a 1 billion, just to get to 1 billion right now would be about an 8x. So a 2 billion would be a 16x. And then obviously like a 4x would be, 4 billion would be about a 32x. So you can kind of see if we got up to 10 billion, we're probably looking at somewhere around 60 to 70x from where we're currently at right now, right? Now, you remember, I'm always going to give out conservative, predictions, but it could do a lot more. We can maybe just get to like maybe 1 or 2 billion at the top of this bull run, right? But how things are setting up, and if we especially get onto Binance, I don't think that 1 billion mark is going to hold for us. I really don't. Let's see here. Mario, what are your thoughts on Baby Bunk on BNB? We'll check that out. Eller said, we are a strong community. We have so much things good to help Milady pump. For example, BTC halving, burns, utilities, strong community, and a lot more YouTubers talking about ladies and new listings. That is true. That is true. So, Outcome, I answered your question. Didn't even read it, your question, but I answered it with how many X's from here with a $1 billion market cap. So, it would be, what, an 8X from where we're at right now for a 1 billion. And, 1 billion, I think we're going to easily shatter that. Very easily. Token Trader, what's going on? And Rosales said Starbucks. It tastes like Starbucks, but with a big kick in it, right? And it doesn't cost $19 for one coffee, so that's a win in my book. Real quick, guys, make sure you guys hit that like. Hit that like. Now, who was in the stream yesterday and heard me begging for everybody to stop by and call for about an hour? Who was in here? Because you know what? You guys are the real MVPs, because right after the stream, we started watching, and there was some big sales. But from what I'm hearing, because we got a lot of investigators, right? Especially in the Discord, we got people that are actually in the call Discord as well, and they got a big community going. And what they're doing is a lot of them are all teaming up together to do buys and sales. And the reason why they're doing this is because they're trying to keep the volume high, right? So there's a couple of thresholds. Remember I was talking about thresholds for us to get onto Binance for Milady? Well, there's thresholds for projects to come off of DeFi and get listed on their native exchange. This would be for Chronos. It would be crypto.com, right? Well, in order for us to get onto crypto.com, even be eligible, we have to meet some thresholds, which the volume has to be at a certain amount consecutively. and the liquidity has to be at around $500,000 or more consecutively, right? So we are slowly but surely creeping up to there as far as a community, as a collective whole. So, you know, I was able to eat up this dip and just buy back in. I've been doing really well. Remember, we mapped this project out when it was at a $500,000 market cap, right? A lot of the guys that are in Discord right now are still holding strong on some big bags that they bought in when we were under $1 million market cap. So they are right now 6x. Some of them are even 7x as far as their profits right now. Me personally, my freaking bag ran up so fast that I was like, bruh, I couldn't sleep. I told them one night, it was on Discord, I was like, dude, I ain't going to be able to sleep. Like, I had made like $3,000 in like freaking 2 hours. I was like, I don't think I can sleep. You know, like me going to bed, sitting on all this profit in 2 hours and then wake up and it's all gone. I was like, I can't do it. They're like, bro, I'm sleeping perfectly fine. I was like, well, I can't do it. So I ended up selling like somewhere around here. If I would have listened to them in the Discord, I would have been up double from what I sold at, right? So, but it is what it is, you know. Like I said, it is what it is. I was able to capitalize on a lot of these swings, which we're going to be going over swing trading in the members only course. So make sure you guys, if you're able to, join, $5. But I was able to capitalize on the swing trades. But now, I told you guys yesterday, I was like, you know what? I'm ready to settle down, right? I'm ready to settle down and stop doing all this just like hitting and moving kind of thing, right? Wait, I'm talking about crypto, right? Oh, my bad. All right, I'm back on crypto. So I was like, you know what? I'm ready to jump right in, or I'm ready to jump in on call and hold for long term. So came in and I was able to eat this dip. I didn't eat up as much as I wanted to, as far as, because I was like, you know what? I was watching the dip. I was like, you know, I don't want to just, like you guys know, I do dollar cost averaging in. I don't want to buy in. If I'm playing with, let's say, $5,000, I'm not going to throw all $5,000 in at once, right? I'm going to buy in 500 here, 500 there, you know, like small increments. And that's what I was doing. I was just throwing in small increments, eating up the dip. Now I look back and I'm like, damn it, I probably should have bought more, but have patience, right? I'm sure we're going to see somewhat of another dip. If you can see the chart for this, we were having these retracements, but we're making higher lows as we're moving, right? We're not necessarily making higher highs yet. You can see we pretty much, and we'll map it right here. You can see where we've pretty much been hit. We've hit our head twice. This is going to be our all-time high right here at this 90 mark. So, but as we continue to move and we do see retracements, they've been making higher lows. So I will eat up if we do have any more retracements. You guys know I'm kind of looking anything below the 72 mark is pretty much where I start dollar cost averaging in for call. So let's see here. So Overcome said, do you think Bitcoin will sell off into the halving? Not right now. Not right now. Look at Bitcoin right now. Actually broke through. So I guess this cross was bullish. I was thinking because we were coming down and the 20-day and the 200-day were meeting, and not the way you wanted to meet, where the 20 was coming down from because we've dropped in price. It actually, I guess, indicated some kind of like a golden cross is what it looks like, and this W pattern's playing out. But to answer your question, Overcome, I think it's too early right now. I think we're going to continue to after we get past this FOMC meeting, I think we're going to continue to pump for Bitcoin and the whole crypto market. Now, you guys remember, and I did take down my drawlin because it was just so free. Oh, it's still here. This beautiful drawlin right here. Let's see here. So something like this is what I think is going to play out. Now, not the same time frame, right? We're talking about more like down here, but something like this drawing is what I'm thinking we're going to have as we continue to get closer towards the halving, where we're going to end up moving up. There's going to be retracements in between, so it's not going to be exactly like this, but where we continue to move up and we get towards this $76,000 to $80,000 mark on Bitcoin, somewhere around there, and then we see a sell the news event after the halving or the day of after the halving, we see sell the news event, right? Where we retrace is going to be a very, very important spot. Hopefully we can bounce at or below. So let's say we run up to 76, 80,000. Let's say we bounce. The retracement's not too bad, and we retrace somewhere around 73, and we find support at this at our all-time high right now. That would be the most bullish scenario we could have. Now, I'm thinking we might see a little bit more, and maybe we come back and retest our previous all-time high at 69,000, somewhere around there. And then historically speaking, Bitcoin always goes for all-time highs after post-halving after the halving's done. Usually a few weeks to a month after, you're looking at a all-time high for Bitcoin. So that's what I'm still sticking with as far as what I think the Bitcoin chart's going to look like, something like this. If we don't even see this swing and maybe we just continue to move, that would be crazy, because that's just something that we've never seen in all of the halving cycles, the last 3 that we've had. But this time around, since we have the ETFs and stuff like that, we've seen some crazy things that we've never seen, right? Bitcoin's never made all-time highs pre-halving, and that's what we're seeing right now. So, and remember, guys, I still think that we're going to see altcoin season a lot earlier than we were predicting. I think we're going to see altcoin season towards July, August, September, somewhere around there is what I think we're going to see as far as altcoin season. BP said, when call dips, we eat. You know that for sure. Bro, I'm sitting there all day just watching the chart, just like chops, licking my chops for it, right? Rosales said, check Bitcoin. Yeah, we are. We just saw it. It did just get rejected at 68,000. Milady is a unique coin. There's nothing out there like it, Muhammad said. There you go. I tell you this, a lot of people are like, I'm getting those Shiba vibes from Milady, right? The Shiba vibes, like 2020, 2021 Shiba vibes. And I tell you, living in that era of being with Shiba and Doge, it 100, the community feels just like Dogecoin's community, right? There was so much just so much strength in the community, right? There was so much strength in the community. Everybody was just like trying to boost everybody else up, like, bro, just hold on. Because we actually, in 2021, I told you guys, we actually hit that all-time high of Bitcoin and then retraced that 30%. The altcoins got hit hard, right? Ethereum got hit hard. Altcoins went down considerably. And, we were doing good. We got hit with that hit, and it just like demoralized a lot of people that weren't, familiar in crypto, like myself. Being that I just started trading in like 2020, I was like, holy crap. We were doing so good. I was up, and then I just like my portfolio one night was like negative like 70%. And I'm like, holy crap. And I was just the community itself was just like, bro, we've seen this before. We're good. Everything's going to be fine. And it ended up being great, right? We ended up just pulling through, and ended up making out really well as far as anybody that was being able to be strong and push your emotions aside, right? And it actually motivated me to continue to just keep dollar cost averaging in and just keep buying, even when I was down like crazy. And it ended up paying out really well. Akash, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. He said, new coin with 9 zeros, $200,000 market cap. What is the coin called? Is it Worried, or is it called Buffet? We'll check it out here. Let's check it out. So he said a new coin with 9 zeros, $200,000 market cap. Worried. Let's pull it up, bro. Is it gonna pass my test? Is it gonna pass my test? Everybody that was in the members only club, you guys already know what we're checking out for. So let's see here. Yep, this is it right here. Crypto Tip said Mog is breaking out. Whew. So Akash. This is giving me red flags a little bit, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. No, I'm not saying anything yet. I want to just check some stuff out. .15th, so it's been out for a couple days. I guess it passes my test technically as far as a rug pull. The one thing, so Akash, the one thing that I'm looking at, and it just kind of worries me a little bit, is that the liquidity is so low. It's only at $31,000, so it gets me a little bit like, oof, So this would be a high risk play, right? But the fact is that it's been out. The project's been out for a couple days now, going on 3 days. If it was a pool, they probably would have done it already, right? So, the fact that the market cap is so freaking low, but the liquidity is low, very cautious. If I was to get involved with this, it would be a small amount, very small amount, and I would kind of just want to wait, for the liquidity to kind of jump up. The market cap, not particularly. I'm not worried about the market cap. It's the liquidity is that I'm looking for. It looks like it's a legit project, right? I mean, they've gone and done the time as far as putting out what they're doing, and they have a legit website. I've seen that before on rug pools, though, so I'm not saying this is one whatsoever. I'm just saying the one thing that I would be very cautious is with the liquidity. But Akash, talking straight to you right now, if this is a project that you believe in, right? If this is a project you're actually invested in and believe in, guys, can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. I just had a power outage. Let me know if we're back up and running. I just had a freaking power outage, dude. The whole ay. All right, we're good. We're back up and running. All right, good. I'm so sorry, guys. I have people cooking, and they were like, the burner wouldn't shut off. We had to cut the power. I'm like, bro. Gave him that deadly look. I was like, if you ever do that while I'm streaming again, you're out of here. You're out of here. You hear me? Oh, man. Where were we at? Freaking just threw me off like everywhere. Man. All right, let's just jump right back in here. So, Akash was asking me about this project, and what I was literally about to do is just tell him that where we're at right now is a spot where it's basically bounced off of multiple times. So I would, if this is a project you believe in, bro, I would definitely, just be dollar cost averaging in. Small market cap, liquidity is very low, so a little scary. So be careful. High risk possibly could lead to high rewards, right? So good luck with that. And thank you so much for the super chat, bro. I really appreciate that. If you guys are just coming back, I am so sorry, guys. I had a power outage in the house, and it was, not something you want to have in the mid-flight stream. Mid-flight stream. So let's see here if my charts got all messed up. Bitcoin just broke out 68. We might be seeing a possible little W pattern happening for Milady as well. Did I miss anything real quick? Let's see here. Can y'all hear me? That was me that said that. Everybody's good. It cut out for a minute, but just came back. Milady is a shib killer. Jojo said, I thought it was my phone. Nah, bro. Your service is good. Literally, I'm like in the mid-flight talking, and the whole house just went. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I'm glad that YouTube, though, is like able, like right when I got everything like powered right back on, it literally like everything just came right back on, like where we left off. So that was good. Let's see here. All right, I'm glad you guys were staying in, Maurice. Wally said, you said if I was serious, you said if he was a serious investor. Are you talking to me, Wally? Did I say that? Blue Oyster in the house. What's going on? How about them bricks and moons today, boys and girls? Let's check that out, because you're like the third person that's asked me. So what's going on before I pull this chart up? Are we going to see something crazy? We're going to see something crazy? All right. Moons is back up and running. All right. So Moons is a Reddit, cryptocurrency that pretty much was incentivized as far as how you interacted on Reddit. They would you would basically get in return for posting and commenting and stuff like that, you would get moons. Now they did come out they came out like a few months ago talking about how they were going to stop the incentives as far as for moons, and it shattered the whole project as far as what was going on. I could have sworn I had a fib retracement for this. Let me see. Guess I don't. But since then, and there was a couple people that were on the group and they were asking me about moons, and I was like, listen, I don't think the project's done. The market cap is so freaking low. This was back like a month or two ago, and I was like, the market cap's so low. I was like, there's a big community behind it. I was like, even if Reddit says they're not using moons anymore, this project's established. I wouldn't be surprised if you see some nice little nice blimps, and I mean blimps because if you look back on the project, this was back here, you can see it would like come alive and then kind of retrace back down, come alive, kind of retrace back down. Right now, this thing has gone on a massive run. I will say it's up, 43% for the day. Let's see for the week, though. That can't be right. Yeah, it's up 50% for the week. What's it up for the month? Seems like that's delayed. From the bottom, you guys can see from the bottom right here up to where it jumped up, it was up 256% in the last few days. So that's definitely a beautiful run right there. But like I said, for this project, me personally, if I was looking at this project right now, I wouldn't jump in on it right now. I really wouldn't jump in on it because if history plays itself out like it always does with moons and bricks, as these things will go on epic runs and then they'll slowly retrace back or somewhere close to where they were prior. So if you're up right now, I would be looking to maybe just take those profits, right? And then maybe reposition yourself whenever it kind of retraces back and find some support. Let's look up bricks because moon and bricks, they kind of run together. Bricks is another project that is on Reddit as well. And look what I just said. So you guys remember what I just said? As far as taking profits and stuff like that, you can see for bricks, it's already played out. This thing was up 270%, and now look at it, falling faster than a freaking knife in the sky. And you know why bricks is having such a dramatic move as far as up and down is because the market cap is only at $21 million. So very, very small market cap. So if you can have patience with this project, I'm saying like hopefully you've taken some profits, because you probably were up like crazy. I would wait for a reposition. Let this thing play out. I mean, this thing could easily jump up to $1 right out of nowhere. So, this isn't financial advice. It's just my opinion. Historically speaking, with this project, you can see what it does. It goes on these runs and then it retraces. Goes on a run, retraces. Goes on a run and basically goes dormant for a while. Now it's on an epic run. What do you think is going to play out here? I don't think we're going to go back down to 5 cents or anything, but this thing could easily maybe find some support at maybe its previous high right here, which would be somewhere around the 10-cent mark. So just be cautious, like I said, with this project. As far as jumping in right now, might not be a bad time, particularly just because the market cap is very low. Maybe they announce something as far as with brick and moons, and maybe that's why it's coming alive, or it just could be one of these big gigapumps that are happening right now, but eventually it will hit its head somewhere and it will probably retrace. So be very careful with these projects. Now let's jump back onto Bitcoin and let's see what's going on here. So Bitcoin did break, bro. That power outage really just really threw me off. So you can see Bitcoin did break above the 68, but it got rejected as of now. let's go back to this 1 hour real quick. I want to see. So I just moved from the 2 hour to the 1 hour. I want to see. You can see right here, the yellow is going to be your 20. The orange, light orange, is going to be our 50. And then up here, this is going to be red 200, and the dark orange is going to be your 100A. These are moving averages, right? And if you guys are interested in learning how these work, we're going to be doing this in our members only courses. So make sure you guys hit the join. It's only $5 to join. $5 to join. So you can see we broke above the 20-day. Right here, you can see with that beautiful W pattern that I said it was playing out. Look where it was bouncing right on these support levels that we've had mapped out for a while. Bounced right here at the 64, about 64.8. And that's another thing we're going to be learning in the membership course is finding support and resistance as well. I'm going to show you guys how to do that so you guys can be awesome traders. And so you can see it broke above the 200-day, the 20-day moving average right here, and finding support as well on a support level that we had. You can see confirmation bounced. We ran up. Now it did break the 50-day. What I want to see is for some confirmation, like we did find right here on the 20. I want to find confirmation on this 50-day. Confirmation to me would be at least 3 to 4 candles, whether they're green or red. As long as they're bouncing above this moving average, it's giving us an indicator that it's found some support on that level, and it's going to most likely continue on its run. As of right now, we have not got that confirmation. You guys know at the beginning of the stream, before I was rudely interrupted by the power outage, that I was saying that for right now, the next 48 hours, I'm slightly bearish on the market. And that's solely because of the FOMC meeting that's coming out. That's the only reason why I am slightly bearish on the market for the next 48 hours. But other than that, other than the 48 hours after we get past this FOMC meeting, we're back up and running. I'm thinking we're right back up and running, and we're going to be getting back up towards the 70 and 70,000 plus marks as far as Bitcoin, and getting back up to these all-time highs where we're making all-time highs, probably daily or every other day for Bitcoin. So that's what I'm thinking. As of right now, the market is giving us some beautiful indicators that even though we did see a retracement, even though we do have an FOMC meeting setting up in the next few days, that you can see that Bitcoin is still holding very strong, and it's definitely trying to at least give you guys that hopium that nothing is over as of now. Nothing is over. And going over to Milady, you can see she's trying to give you the same kind of hopium as well, but she's struggling a little bit, right? She's struggling a little bit, but I have no fear in my mind that Milady is going to get right back up to these levels eventually. It might take a little bit longer than what Bitcoin's got going on, right? It might take a little bit longer, but you guys know when Milady starts running, she's running, and she's running fast. So I can tell you guys, you're getting blessed with an opportunity to just get a nice dip. Take advantage of it. We're back down to $156 million, back down to that really small market cap. So, I mean, you guys understand what you got right now and what we're going to be heading to long term for sure. Now, let's see here. We're going to jump into some news articles real quick. Let's look at the bubbles. Haven't looked at the bubbles at all. So, looking at the bubbles today, kind of a mixed breed, right? You have, obviously, we have red, we have some green, but we have some big green, right? You can see WorldCoin is up about 12%, Render's up 22%, Fetch AI, which was a big project that I've been mapping out on the channel since it was at 15 cents, is at what? Almost $3. Almost $3 right now. Let's see here. Akash is up, doing really well. They've been doing pretty well in the last few months. They really have. They've been doing really good. Singularity, which is an AI project, doing really well. I wonder if something came out because it's not coincidental that you have Singularity and Fetch AI doing really well. I'm wondering if something's going on with AI or something on that realm, because usually when the AI starts pumping, either Nvidia, something's going on with Nvidia or something like that. And look at this also. We're going to jump to this project that I always talk about. Look at ALI. ALI, we haven't been looking at it as much, but you can see this thing made a really nice bull flag, believe it or not. It's still technically in the channel. You can see this like descending triangle or fallen wedge right here on this channel. And I wouldn't be surprised if this thing breaks out possibly above the channel and starts going for a big run. Right now, it is technically up about 19%. This is a project that's an AI project that has a very small market cap, believe it or not, only around $140 million for an AI project. You know, you don't find those really much as of right now. You know, most of the AI projects have all jumped up towards $1 billion or more. So right now, ALI still at a fraction of all its competitors at $150 million. So not too bad whatsoever. Blue said Bricks is up 165% so far for the day. What am I missing on this chat here? Jolt said, hey, Crypto FUD, where can I find that project? Worried Buffett might put 100 in it. That was on Solana. That was on Solana, I believe. What was it called again? Buffet. Yeah, that was on Solana. So you would need to use the Solana DeFi. And then you can look it up. It's going to be on, it looks like it's traded on Radium right now. So you're going to have to go on to Radium Swap and then make the swap as far as getting your DeFi. And guys, this is something else. I don't mean to keep, like, you know, not trying to sell you anything here. I'm trying to, you guys put an investment down. This is something that we are covering, and we're going to get into full in depth on the membership as far as not only finding hidden gems on DeFi, but also, you know, going straight from the roots of getting a DeFi wallet, setting yourself up to make the plays on swapping and buying as far as DeFi. So if that's something you're interested in as well, make sure you guys hit that join. It's only $5 to join. Like I said, I think once the knowledge, everything's played out, you'll be that $5 is going to be like 100 million of what the knowledge and the money that you're going to make off of that membership. So if you are interested, come join. We got a big squad already formed, and it's what it is you get exclusive emojis. Your name's gonna get lit up, but really it's the exclusive content. We're gonna have a meeting every week where we're gonna be just diving in depth on whatever you guys want to look at, and we already have stuff mapped out. But if there's anything else, so any new members want to check out, let us know. Let me know. Let's see what Call's doing right now. Call's just chilling. Not doing bad. I'm kind of just waiting to see if we're going to retrace a little bit for Call, and I'm going to be pouncing on it. So we'll jump back up on Bitcoin. There was something I wanted to look at real quick. So there's two articles I wanted to look at real quick with you guys. So first is this article right here. It says, Unmasking Mr. 100, the enigma behind Bitcoin's 14th largest holder. So let's see here. The enigmatic individual has amassed a staggering almost 53,000 Bitcoin worth $3.5 billion, making them the 14th largest holder of the digital currency. On March 15th, the whale purchased at least 1,000 Bitcoin. When was that? On the 15th. So they bought in high, another 1,000. So think about this. A whale bought in on the 15th. Let's go to the 15th day chart real quick, and let's see what they possibly bought in on. So the 15th was, okay, they might have actually ate up this dip right here, because the 15th was when Bitcoin was trading around 67,000. So I mean, they didn't buy in. I guess if they caught it at a good time, yeah, because so they actually played it out pretty well, bought in. They bought 1,000 on that dip right there. So let's see here. So they bought a total of 1,000 Bitcoin, which accounted for 52% of its total 1,900 Bitcoin bought by the top. It says bought by the top 10 Bitcoin exchange traded fund ETFs, sparking the speculation about the true identity of Mr. 100. Let's see here. The wallet associated with Mr. 100 has been consistently receiving Bitcoin since November 2022, around the time the FTX exchange collapsed. What's more, the wallet has been adding approximately 100 Bitcoin on a daily basis since February the 14th. Larger Bitcoin transfers from a secondary wallet address has been observed, with this secondary address accumulating trenches of 100 Bitcoin since 2019. So before we even read on, all this article is telling me is that you even have this guy or whoever this person is, this woman, this guy, or whatever it is, maybe it's some kind of a business, whoever owns this wallet believes that Bitcoin is going to continue to run up. At that dip that we just saw that was on the 15th right here, they bought 50%. It was actually 52% of what they already owned. So they doubled what they owned on this dip. You guys heard they had been buying since the FTF collapsed. So that means they had been buying Bitcoin at 20, 30, 40,000, accumulating every day, right? But for whatever reason, on this dip right here, which was down to 67,000, which you know that was higher than their average, most likely, if they've been buying since the FTX collapse, they doubled their whole holdings. That right there is a big sign that they are anticipating that Bitcoin is going to continue to go on a massive run. That right there should give you massive hopium as far as what's in store for Bitcoin, and not just Bitcoin, but for the whole crypto market. Oh, Rob said the NVIDIA Summit. Okay, there you go. Just happened to all my AI coins are up today. Is that what it is? So an NVIDIA Summit. Thank you for the update, bro. I appreciate that. I always know, bro, whenever the AI projects are all running together, something's going on in the AI world, right? Something's going on. The last time we saw about a month or two ago, NVIDIA came out with their earnings and it shattered expectation. You saw all AI projects going crazy, right? You saw all AI projects going crazy. So that's awesome. Thank you so much for the update on that one. Just kind of scrolling back real quick. So let's see. Thoughts on Hummingbird Finance. We'll check that out. Mohammed said, LOL, people are panicking about Milady. If you can't handle it, then sell. Simple. I mean, Mohammed, you got to remember, maybe you've been in the market for a little bit longer and you've gone. I tell you, anybody that's new in the market, if you're listening right now, if you've gone through some major dips, and I'm talking about what we've all gone through that have been in the crypto market for the last few years, if you just gone through all that, right now this is nothing. Like this is like a simple day, right? Or in the last few days, what we've seen is absolutely nothing, right? You know, you gotta get thick skin with crypto. If you're not day trading and you're long-term holding, which a lot of us are, and what a lot of people encourage, right, for crypto, you shouldn't be worried, right? Because you should, and I'm not saying what you should because it's not financial advice, but normally what we encourage is that you're investing money that you have no emotional ties to, right? And what I mean by that is obviously you're not investing money that you're willing to lose. No, we don't say that in crypto, but you're investing money that you're willing to let sit for a while, whether it's up or down. I always told the story. I have a friend that has a lot of money and he'll jump in on crypto and he'll get it on great spots, right? And then like the market will go down 5 or 10% and he sells. And I'm like, bro, why did you do that? Because then the next day it's up 47%. And I'm like, why did you do that? He's like, I don't know, man. I panic sold. And then he does it over and over and over. I'm like, bro, you should probably just stay out of crypto. I was like, because you're getting in at a good time, but it's like if it doesn't continue to move up, which you know everything's gonna have ups and downs, right? But right when it has that down, he sells on the down. I'm like, you're just selling yourself short and you're losing money pointlessly. So, and he's using money that's sitting in his bank account that he doesn't even need, you know? So I'm like, I don't understand why you're so like worried. You know, when you put $1,000 in and it goes down to 900, he's like, oh my God, he sells. And then the next day that grand, it turns into 3,000. And it could have if he would have just held, right? So just catching up on the chat real quick. Crypto Tip said, stop buying on the top, buy only on super red days only. That's a good little strategy. That's normally what I do. I just wait for I always have dry powder, and what I do is those days are they come here and there, right? But if you can catch those days where it's just like blood in the streets, Bitcoin's down 5 or 10%, alts are down like crazy, like 30%, you eat up those dips and you just keep holding and holding. I think down the road, yeah, that's a good play. What is going on here? I'm trying to catch up. Who are you? Let's see. Pierre Milady meme coin can go up until 3. I want Milady's 3,000 after halving Bitcoin in April. Okay. Pierre said, I sell Milady meme coin now. Okay, thanks for the announcement, bro. We appreciate that. Thank you for the update, man. We really appreciate that. Yeah, Rob said he wants to check out Jasmy. Anybody that's got to announce, and I'm not attacking Pierre, but anybody that's got to announce, oh, I'm selling right now, then go ahead and sell. It sounds like you got emotions involved in your trading. So you know what? Go ahead and do what you got to do, bro. You're not gonna scare the no fudders in here. You're not gonna scare them whatsoever. So go ahead and do what you got to do, bro. The fact that you have to announce it should tell everybody, should tell you everything right there. He's playing with emotional money, and he's scared and emotional, and he's trying to get that on you guys. So, all right. So for Jasmy, beautiful Jasmy, she broke that 2 cent mark. What is she doing, right? What is Jasmy doing here? Let's pull up the 2 hour chart. So for Jasmy, we were talking about this the last few weeks. She's been doing, or the last month, she's been doing nothing but just outstanding, right? She went on a beautiful run, was finding 2 cent as support, and then just in the recent few days, she has broke that 2 cent mark, right? She did come down and find some support somewhere around this the 1.6, we'll call it the 16, right below this support level that I have in between the 382 and the 0.5. So I'm going to tell you guys straight up, not worried about Jasmy at all. Not worried about Jasmy at all. I think she's going to be perfectly fine. Right now, she's just going through a retracement, just like pretty much every other project is. And the same thing, the same analogy works for Jasmy as we've been talking about for Milady and for Bitcoin or whatever you're invested in. Right now, the last few days, you're seeing retracements on 90% of the projects, right? These are good times for you to just kind of monitor and eat up the dips, right? Because right now we're in the mix of where Jasmy just came off of a local high, right? As most of the projects did, right? Same thing for Milady, came off of an all-time high and she's retraced, right? Looks like she's found some support. Jasmy, as of right now, I'm not going to sit there and be like, yeah, she's found support 100%, but it looks like for right now, the 17 mark, the 17 is going to be a spot for some support. So if I was invested in Jasmy, or if I'm looking for anywhere some kind of discounts, I would watch the support level at the 17, and anything under 17, you can see historically speaking, if you were to buy anything under the 17, you would technically be up, right? Even right now, she briefly broke below that 17, and you can see she's easily jumped right back up, going up to retest this 382 fib retracement. So nothing, honestly, I'm not worried about Jasmy. I think Jasmy has a beautiful, strong community behind it. And I think as we continue on our bull run and the next few days or the next week or two, Jasmy's going to get right back up past this 2 cent mark. When she comes back up, she might hit her head. You can see as we were coming down, she bounced at the 17 and look where she came up and hit her head, right at the 2 cent. So I would imagine that as we start moving back up, she's going to probably have to retest this 2 cent a few times before she can break it and find some support above the 2 cents. So, but nothing to worry about here. Honestly, you're just getting an opportunity to continue to dollar cost average in. Like I said, look for that 17. The 17.2 is what I have mapped as support, right? 17.2 is what I have as support. Anything below that 17.2, historically speaking, has been nothing but a plus as far as for an investment. So keep an eye out for that. Let me get back to this chat because it looks like we got some negativity in the chat. What's going on here? What is going on here? Music Man said he had to get some sleep last night. Missed the good dips to buy. Sleep always nemesis of traders, right? I can relate to that, bro. Sometimes I'm like, it's in the middle of the night. I'm tired. I go to sleep and then I wake up and I'm like, all day I've been waiting for this spot to hit. Fall asleep. 30 minutes after I go to sleep, it hits the spot and it bounces. I'm like, no. That's why if it's not DeFi, if it's like an actual like for Milady or anything like that, I just started putting buy orders in. I'm not gonna sit here and like freaking sleep with one eye open, right? Pink Pink Pearl said emotions make you lose money. Thank you, Pink. 100%. 100%. And trust me, it's hard. I understand, bro. I understand, guys. It's hard when you are, when you're down or whatever the case is, you get emotionally attached, right? You get your emotions get attached to your investments, right? But the strong traders, they move the emotions out of the way, and it's all strictly logic, right? Is this a good time for me to buy? Should I really sell right now while I'm down? You know what I'm saying? Things like that. If you're letting emotions take over, when you ask yourself that question, should I sell it? It's gonna be you're gonna come to the agreement that you should sell at a loss, right? And then you start coming on to the chats, or you start coming on to all the little groups, and you're sitting here, oh, we're going to zero, because now you're pissed because you sold, right? Because you let your emotions hit. So don't do that. Don't be those people. Don't be those people. Overcome with the $5 super chat, bro. I appreciate that. Let's see here. So this is my vote to make Rare your first rapidly growing YouTube live chat mod. Is that the vote? Let's do this. Is Prodigy on right now? Prodigy, are you in? Let's see here. Didn't he say he had to work? Let's see here. I'm making a poll, guys. We're letting the people decide. We're letting the people decide. Overcome. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat, brother. I appreciate that. Let's see here. So I'm holding Milady long team. I'm not scared. I know when I'm going to get out. I'm looking forward to my millions. There you go, Pink. That's what it is right there. Having that goal and just sticking to it. Honestly, you're stronger than I am, because I set a goal and then I'm up like 10 grand. I'm like, and I hit the sell button. Let's see here. We seen the light, Maurice. Plan B said, can you buy Solana meme coins on crypto? Yes, Plan B. Plan, were you in the meeting yesterday for members? Were you in the he is working. That's what I thought. Prodigy's working. So, but let's go. You guys vote for Prodigy. What do you guys think? So Plan B, if you're obviously a member, so this is something we're going to go over as far as for the DeFi. But yes, you can buy Solana meme coins on crypto. You're going to have to go through a few little I'm not going to say obstacles, but a few little tasks that you have to do as far as to be able to buy or swap really for Solana and all the Solana meme coins. So Plan B, make sure that you join the whenever we have our meetings. They're going to be once a week, and anybody else that's interested is $5 for to join for the members. And we're going to dive in deep. I'm talking about deep. We're diving in on how we're going to find hidden gems. And like I said, we're going to start from the basics as far as getting you set up on a DeFi wallet and showing you how to actually buy and sell on DeFi. Because let me tell you something, you can make a lot of money off these big projects, but where do you think these projects started from? Most of them started from the DeFi. So jumping in when it's in DeFi is a good way to get into these projects early, or even if you want to just quickly buy and trade, sell. I usually do that with the DeFi. I'm jumping in, I'm sticking and moving is what I call it. Sticking and moving. So Monero said, any news about ladies getting listed on Binance? So Monero, no official news as of now, but at the beginning of the stream, we did cover this. So we're number one on the futures for Binance, right? The contest, we're number one as of earlier. What I was telling everybody is what you have to remember, and we covered this a while back, is that in order for us to officially be added as a listing on Binance, you have to check the marks, right? And the big thing that they're looking for is high volume. You got to remember, these exchanges, they solely make money off of transactions. When you buy and you sell, they're making money. So what they're looking at is the project, how much money is the market cap, and how much money is in volume. Obviously, they want to see what the liquidity is on the project as well. but also I think liquidity is perfectly fine as far as for Milady. It's really the volume. So once this volume gets back up and we're having days, see like today, we're at around 27 million. We're down 32% from yesterday. Just 4 days ago, we were doing 60, 70 million dollars a day. Those are numbers you want to see. We want to get up to 100 million and be consecutive on that volume. And I can guarantee with us winning that contest, you can see something like Binance and Coinbase go ahead and list us on their exchanges. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see here. Rosales said, yo, no more negative people. We want positive. You tell him, Rosales. Nico said, Brick was a good jam, has a low market cap. I mean, yeah, but let's go back to Brick real quick because it was having a big retracement. Let's zoom in a little bit on Brick and see exactly what's going on. So you can see Brick shot up like we covered earlier up to 26 cents. It has retraced a big amount. And one thing I was just saying, nothing against Brick, right? Nothing against it. It has a very, very small market cap. The one thing that I do say about Brick though is that it has tendencies to go on these runs and then retrace. Goes on these runs and retraces, right? So right now, the fact that we had such a big run, I don't think it's going to retrace back towards, the 7 cents where the 200-day moving average is, but I could easily see it coming back and retesting this 10-cent mark, possibly. So I think long-term, not a bad project, small market cap, big community. I think if you can, if you get in at the right time, right, like somewhere around where we have marked 10 cents or under, and you can catch it at one of these giga pumps, and then maybe jump and reposition yourself, you can probably make this play over and over with bricks. Krager said I made the biggest panic sell mistake last night that I've done. Oh gosh, let's hear it, guys. You guys ready? I'm done looking at my crypto with lack of sleep, bro. That is something also. Be careful when you're half asleep buying or selling stuff because you can make a bad decision. I've done it plenty of times. I just put everything. Let's see. I just put everything into Milady. Take big risks, win the prizes. I've done that plenty of times, Krager. Trust me. I actually the other day, because you guys know I've been like scouring crawl, and I was like, I told myself, I was like, I don't care if it's in the middle of the night and this thing drops. If I'm like half asleep, I'm not buying in, right? Because I'm like looking at the chart, like, barely even like conscious because I'm half asleep. And if I've done it before where I make buys or I make sales, and then the next morning I wake up and I'm like, I made a move that I never would normally do, right? But I was dead asleep, and I'm sitting here trying to like, it's almost like it's greed, right? It's almost like it's greed. So I'm just like, now if I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping. I'm not gonna sit here unless like something like big happens. Like if I wake up and Milady is like, all the way down here. It's a no freaking brainer. I don't care what the hell is going on. I'm buying in, right? I'm adding to my bag. But other than that, like something like that happening, I've learned my lesson where I'm like, nope, I'm just gonna stay sleeping, and whatever happens, if I miss it, I miss it, right? BP said, who's trying to start ruckus? Because the FUD game, we come in fully loaded. Oh man, BP already, he's ready about to get on him. Ruff, 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 ruff. So let's check the poll here. So we had 25 votes, and we have an overwhelming 84% saying that we should have Prodigy as the first mod in the chat. I'll leave this open for a little bit longer, but it looks like Prodigy is going to be the first mod, and I'm most likely going to bless a few other people. Anybody that's interested, let me know as far as being a mod in here. Definitely we have a good community, though. I will tell you, I do join other streams. I join other streams and I'll look and I'm like, holy crap. People are in there talking trash. They're fighting with each other. Or you have people coming in and they're promoting these like scam coins and stuff like that. And I'm just like, holy crap. For the most part, for our community, other than people being, slightly emotional here and there, which is going to happen, we do pretty good, right? We do pretty good. Why? But it looks like Anthony and Pierre in the chat are like going at it. What's going on? You guys, do we need to have like some kind of a like intervention, kind of like where we sit you guys down at the table and you guys explain what is going on? No fighting, guys. We're here to make money, right? We're here to make money. So yeah, going back to this article, this suggests that Mr. 100 has been accumulating Bitcoin for quite some time. While the exact identity of Mr. 100 remains unknown, several theories have emerged. Who do you guys think Mr. 100 is? He owns $3.5 billion of Bitcoin. Who in the hell has that much money that you can think of? Who's the first person that comes to mind that you would think, if it was one person, right? If it was one person, who do you think would have a personal account of $3.5 billion of Milady and would be accumulating? And obviously they've had it since 2022, so they're in no rush to sell. Who do you guys think would that person be before we read on? I have a speculation, and you guys, I think we're all going to come to the same conclusion. Who do you guys think would have $3.5 billion of Milady right now in a wallet and still eating up the dip? I personally think it's probably Elon Musk or someone on those. Yep, there you go. Rosales said the same thing. I'm thinking it's probably Musk, most likely, or someone on that realm, right? Or just those really high. I mean, you have to be very obviously wealthy, so it could be either Elon or who. You know who else has been that's emerged that just sold off a lot of their stock was Jeff Bezos has just sold off like billions of dollars worth of his Amazon stock. He still owns massive amount, right? But he just sold off billions of dollars worth, right? That could be also a big player right there that could own a lot of Bitcoin. That's pretty much undisclosed. Rob said the Saudi prince. That's a good one too, because those guys, I think, they always say Elon Musk is the richest. I really think between the Saudis, the royalty in Saudi, and Mr. Putin himself, I think they're the richest people, honestly, because they don't not only have billions of dollars, they own freaking land, right? They own countries. So Maurice said timeout. Who we putting in timeout, bro? Let's see here. So where do they put it in here, who they suggest? Trying to see here. So it says the evidence has led to the hypothesis that Mr. 100 could indeed be linked to Upbit. That's obviously an exchange. The movement of 100 Bitcoin at regular intervals may be Upbit's unique method of managing their cold and hot wallet assets, as suggested by some other analysts. Furthermore, it has been noted that a South Korean entity has been accumulating large amounts of Bitcoin, adding weight to the theory that Mr. 100's activities are connected to Upbit. Okay, so I guess Upbit is some kind of a Korean exchange, is what it sounds like. It is worthy noting that the U.S. government is the largest holder of Bitcoin, acquiring approximately 200,000 coins worth $5 billion through seizures related to criminal activities. Isn't that a little crazy that the government somehow through seizures and of whatever the hell is going on, they were able to accumulate? They're saying they're the biggest Bitcoin bag holder, worth $5 billion. Doesn't surprise me. The digital assets were seized from cyber criminals and darknet markets and are securely stored offline in an encrypted hardware wallets controlled by various federal agencies, including the Justice Department and the IRS. Wow. I did not know that. I knew they held on, but I didn't know that the U.S. government is the number one bag holder. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's see here. Dog with hat drama. Ethereum NFT auction sparks controversy with Solana community. Uh-oh. Who's messing with dog with hat? They're going to come after you. They are going to come after you. Let's see here. So a dispute has emerged within the colorful world of meme coins, pitting the Solana community against the owners of the real-life Shiba Inu that inspired the explosive dog with hat meme coin. The controversy revolves around the auction of an Ethereum NFT featuring the iconic photo of Archie, the dog who became the face of the popular dog with hat meme. The saga began when a South Korean Instagram user claiming to be the owner of Archie announced their intention of auction an NFT of the original photo that sparked the viral meme. The user, who had consistently posted pictures of Archie wearing various woven outfits over the past 5 years, revealed their plans to celebrate the dog's fame. The NFT auction hosted an Ethereum NFT platform foundation is set to conclude on Monday, with the current bid standing at a staggering 50 Ethereum, equivalent to over $182,000 for the NFT. Wow. However, the choice to partner with Festi Deo on online community experience is inquiring and fractalizing Shiba Inu's related NFTs on the Ethereum blockchain sparked a wave of discontent among the members of the WIF community and other Solana users. I'm a little confused. Why are they so freaking pissed that there's an NFT of this this handsome dog with his beautiful hat? Why are they flipping out? I don't understand it. Many expressed their disappointment that Archie's parents didn't collaborate with WIF team on Solana for the NFT drop. That's why they're mad? I mean, he's the owner of the dog. Like, I don't understand. It's a little bit, I don't know, a little odd. A little odd there. A little odd here. I'm just going back to check the charts. Bro, are they still on chat, like, going at it? Because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. That's Future Man's wallet. Frank, you still running with that, bro? BP said NFA, but call is a good play. Still early, so don't miss out on that. Overcome said, I made 8x on WIF, then transferred to Milady. Nice. There you go, bro. Stick and move. Stick and move. There you go. Wood Turning Exotic said Elon versus Milady versus Baby Doge versus Myro versus Floki, which is the most to make money. Music Man said maybe because it's the NFT, not the soul WIF. I still don't understand why they're like the guy. He created the NFT, right, of the original picture of what they're running off of on the meme coin, and he's gonna auction it off. I still am a little confused on that, like why they're so freaking pissed that he's doing that. I mean, it's his dog. They created a damn coin of the picture of his dog, and they're flipping out about it. I don't know. Let's check these markets though real quick. Let me zoom out. I'm all zoomed in on here. Bro, if TradingView asked me to freaking upgrade one more time. So you guys can see with Bitcoin, she's like I told you guys. What did we talk about at the beginning of the stream? If we do see a nice run up, I think it's going to be short-lived. I honestly think it's going to be short-lived for right now. Like I said, for the next few days, I'm going to be slightly bearish on the market. Slightly, right? Right after those days are up, right back being strong like bull. Strong like bull. Because of that FOMC meeting that we have looming over our heads right now. Building permits. This is it right here. FOMC meeting on the 20th. So with that, so if we let's just say for Milady right now, let's say we're kind of consolidating in a spot that we're in right now, right? We're consolidating. We found support at this 19.5 for right now. Let's say it's the 19th, right? 2 days from now, FOMC meeting is right around the corner. What do I expect for Milady? Well, depending on what Bitcoin's going to be doing at that time, most likely, what's crazy is those FOMC meetings will come out and you'll see Bitcoin go on a run, right? You'll see Bitcoin go on a run, break above 70K, and then the meeting starts, and then you'll see something like where it just goes nuts and it sees some kind of a drop, like some crazy giga drop, right when certain words are talked about or brought up or a question's asked in the FOMC meeting, it will literally just take a crap and drop down like 5%. So on that day, what I would just say is if you're sitting there with dry powder on the side and you're looking particularly at Milady, but really any of your projects, right? I would just be sitting there waiting. Don't get faked out on the pump, right? Don't get faked out on the pump and just kind of wait to see if we're going to hold. Anything under this 19.5 right here is going to be a buy zone for myself where I'm going to just continue to add. So anything that we drop below this 19, I'm going to continue to just sit there and just open up or add on. I do have buy orders already set up for just in case. And I'm going to tell you guys where my buy orders are set up. I have a buy order set up for right here, right above this 15.8 mark. And you're asking why, or maybe you're asking, do I expect it to drop that low? I don't necessarily expect it to drop that low, but you guys know Bitcoin, let's just say Bitcoin does some kind of a retracement, 5% more from where we're at right now. You're going to see probably a 20% move with Milady, and it's going to be very short. You're going to see something where if Milady does drop towards these levels, it's going to be very quick, right? Because there's a lot of people that are doing what I'm doing, and they're putting buy orders in on some of these levels, praying that it will just drop down briefly. So I have it set up right before that support level. You can see when we were running up and we made this was a local all-time high, previous one. We ran up and look where we bounced and found some support right around that 15.8. So I have my first buy order at right around like the 16 mark, just in case it does something funny and wants to play tricks and it doesn't bounce exactly at that mark. I have it right above it, right? My next one, and this is if I get blessed and I'm able to get some more Milady for the cheap bargain. I have it right at this 11 somewhere. So I have support at the 15 or the 10.5, and I originally opened it up at 10.5, and I was like, you know what, Crip, don't fall for that, because what's going to happen is that thing's going to come down. You're going to be asleep. It's going to happen in the middle of the night. This thing's going to come down. Maybe it's going to go right before that where we had support right there at the 10.5, and then it's going to bounce like crazy. So I was like, you know what? I put a buy order like around this 11 mark, right around this 11 mark, and I just did this. I don't anticipate that it's going to open up, but I'm just preparing, because if it does drop down to those levels, I want to take advantage of it, right? I want to eat that up, those dips. So I have all those orders open, and that's something that we're going to go through also on the members club, is how to open up buy orders, so you don't have to sit here with your phone in your hand while you're sleeping with one eye open trying to catch these dips if they do occur. So am I expecting that to happen? Not particularly, right? But if it is going to happen, like I said, the FOMC meeting is probably going to be our last little bump in the road before we have the halving. So if it's going to happen, it's most likely going to happen within this next week. We'll probably, like I said, if it does happen, I'm not going to say probably, but if it does happen, it's going to happen within this next week, where we're going to see some kind of a more retracement in the market. So I'm definitely trying to capitalize on it. And this isn't just for Milady. This is for anything that you're invested in. Be prepared. If we do see some more dips up until this FOMC meeting coming up on the 20th, to take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Young said, I like Pierre's optimism on Milady. I'm trying to figure out what Pierre seems like he's very bullish on Milady. I'm just trying to figure out what exactly he's saying here. So Pierre said, I have invested, what is that? That's 1,000 euros in Milady with bull run. I have 1,000x. Oh, so he's mapping it out, like what he thinks he's gonna get out. He thinks I'm guessing he's timesing that by 1,000, like 1,000x. And then he says, Pierre said, having Bitcoin equals 3,125 Bitcoin per block. Okay, equals bull run spectacular equals Milady meme coin 1,000x time the bet. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. He's being very bullish. I appreciate that, Pierre. Good job. RK Gambling came in, said 1 Milady is going to equal, I don't know what that means. Young said, I'm planning to 7-8 billion of Milady this week, so I'm guessing you're planning on buying Milady, more Milady. Well, that's what I was saying, Pierre. This is really what we're focused on today is just really being prepared in case we do see a little bit more pain in the market. You guys are getting that golden opportunity, to just keep dollar cost averaging in and take advantage of it. Because after that FOMC meeting coming up, I honestly think that's it. We're going to just continue on our run. Obviously, we will see some retracements here and there, but looking for those big movers, like those big, maybe red candles that possibly could happen, I think they're going to start getting slim to none as we continue to move. Until after the halving. Now, you guys remember, I'm already calling for some kind of a sell the news as far as the halving. So, Wood said if it dropped to the 15, I'll buy more on FOMC day. Yep. But we don't know if it's going to be exactly on that day. It could be pre-day. You know what I'm saying? It could be on that day, the day before. You never know, right? Tony B in the house. Hi, everyone. Do you think ladies will go up now that it's in first place in Binance future? I mean, eventually, I think, like I keep saying, I don't mean to keep bringing up the FOMC meeting, but I think after we get past that, we're going to be right back on track. And yes, the fact that Milady's is number one on the contest is going to be nothing but very bullish. Very bullish. BP said, don't forget to join the Discord and membership. Either way, you're welcome as a family. There you go, BP. I appreciate that. Crypto tip with the holiness. I see you. Rosa, what's going on? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I bought more Milady. Nice. And winner to casino. What is going on? Doing good on the likes. We're doing good on likes. Let's check. So the poll, I'm going to end the poll. 43 likes. We pretty much have 80% saying that yes, Prodigy should be the first mod. So I'm going to end the poll. Appreciate everybody that voted. We'll go ahead and we'll promote Prodigy to mod on the next stream. We'll let them know. And also, if you guys are interested and you're very active in the community, I definitely would be looking forward to adding you guys as mods as well. So we'll see how that plays out. But like I said, for the most part, we got a respectable community. And I think we're all here for the same thing, right? We're all here to win and get money, right? That's the only thing that, anything else, it's just, we're not worried about. We're not worried about it. We're here for crypto and to get money and map out those new plays and what's the next play and what's going on in the market. That's pretty much what we're looking for. Just going to some of the smaller market caps to see what's going on, if anything's sticking out. Mog. Let's go back to Mog. Oh, you know what I do want to check out? You guys remember yesterday, everybody was talking about Book of Meme, right? Everybody's talking about Book of Meme. Everybody's talking about it. And your favorite YouTubers were telling you to buy Book of Meme, right? I'm looking at some of the YouTubers, and I'm not bashing any of them, but I'm looking at them. This was after we had our stream, and they're talking about Book of Meme, right? And they're just like, this is the play right here. This is the play. And Book of Meme at the time was at $1.2 billion market cap. And you guys remember on the stream yesterday, oh, I remember very well. And I'm telling everybody, I don't give financial advice, but I'm just telling everybody, be very cautious on what is going on right here with Book a Meme. It has ran up. Yesterday it was up over 2,000% in literally a day. Went up to over $1 billion market cap while the rest of the market was not doing well. I said, shout out to everybody that was able to jump in on this play. And in the Discord, people called this play out while it was on its way up early in the morning, right? So if you're in the Discord, you have the opportunity to possibly see this. So that's why I'm bringing it up. If you are active in Discord, go ahead and join it. It's free, right? So go ahead and join the Discord. But what I'm getting to is we have, I think it was Randy, was it yourself? Somebody was in the Discord and they're like, I'm up. They were like, I'm up $5,000, and Book a Meme was somewhere around here. I'm saying, bro, I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your finances. I was like, but I would be looking for a reposition. You're up $5,000 in a day. I was like, this thing has gone absolutely berserk in the last 24 hours. I was like, I could see easily a beautiful retracement occurring with this project. The market's not doing well. This was yesterday. I was like, we're on the mix of a FOMC meeting. The hype is going to die out, and it's going to die out fast for this project. And sure enough, you can see, and it was Randy. And Randy came back, and he's like, bro, thank you so much for freaking, just bringing that to my attention. Because he was able to save himself. Because instead of, we do this all the time, right? We've all done it where things are going great. You're riding this project, and all you're thinking about is man, what if this 10x's? What if this 20x's? And you're really not thinking logically like, wow, I'm up right now. I just 2x my money in hours. I just 3x my money in hours. It's going to retrace soon, right? And that's what I want to make sure that, you guys are understanding, that you can't be married to these projects. We're in here to make money and get the hell out. And if this is a project that you believe in long term, well, you have the opportunity, because now look, if Randy is like, you know what, I freaking love Book a Meme, right? Probably a solid project. Now he can go back and he has the beautiful opportunity of buying in now with this beautiful retracement, or holding off and seeing if it retraces even more, because at the top it's down 40%. So now he can easily grab that $5,000 that he just sold off on, or that he was up, and buy 40% even more if that was something he was interested in, right? So that's the play. That's the play that we're mapping out on this channel, and that's why I'm going to be 100% transparent. Sometimes I might say something that you don't want to hear, right? But remember, I'm taking all emotion out, and I'm looking at the charts, and I'm going to tell you what the charts are telling me, right? And I'm just going to relay the message to yourself. I can't force you to do anything. I wouldn't force you to do anything. I don't ever want to talk you out of your project whatsoever, but I want to bring things to your attention, and I want you to come to the conclusion that you think is going to be the best for yourself, right? Because we all have different goals. We all have different financial situations. So at the end of the day, I'm just going to bring you my perspective, my opinion, and whatever you do with it, you do with it, right? So shout out to Randy. He ran with it. He did really well. He made some damn good money in just a day, right? And now he was able to reposition himself on other projects and stuff like that. So good job, Randy. Randy said he actually bought the dip on Milady. So there you go. There you go. Nico said, I have a friend. He threw 8. Is that 8K? Yeah, 8K in Book a Meme. Today his short. You better be checking up on him, bro. If he's a friend, you better be checking up on him. Make sure you tell him if he's on YouTube to come join the squad, because if he was in the stream yesterday, he probably wouldn't have made that move. He probably would have at least waited till today, if that was a project that he was looking for, right? Because like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not saying that this project's a bad project whatsoever. I mean, it's on the Solana network. It's a new meme. The point of what I'm getting to is that whenever something moves that fast, you be very cautious and don't let greed take over. Don't let the greed take over. Get your money and reposition yourself. Because one thing that I will tell you guys, and this is from experience, is you're always going to get another opportunity. There's always going to be another play. Don't let FOMO set in. Don't go chasing anything, right? It might be a week down the road when something like this occurs again. It might be a month down the road, but it's going to happen again, right? So just make sure that that FOMO doesn't set in, and really the greed will literally, you will lose money with the greed, because you'll run up on a project and that greed's in, and you're like, I'm not selling right now. Even though you're up 10 grand, I'm not going to sell right now, right? It's going to go up 10x. It's just going to continue to keep moving. And now you're riding the thing all the way down, right? So I obviously, we all know it's almost near impossible to time the top of the market. I say almost because, there is indicators that we can look up, and we can kind of usually see, when we're getting close to the top of the market. But for the most part, it's pretty hard to time the top of the market. But I mean, regardless, even if you don't get the top, if you get somewhere near it, right, you're going to feel a lot better about yourself. So oh, Nico said he only speaks Italian. No worries, bro. I think you can do subtitles, on there, but I mean, I understand. He's not going to want to come listen to some American, right? He's not going to want to come listen to some American. But he should. He should. Joseph said, I'm a Milady fanatic. There we go. Joseph said, let's see here. I did the same thing. Bought 250,000, rode up and got out, put back in the dip in Milady. So glad I did. Hey, well, at least you were able. It sounds like you didn't lose any money, right? So I mean, I guess at the end of the day, you could be happy about that, right? So I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like I tell you guys, just really, it's the biggest thing is the greed. And I tell you guys this because I've done it before. I did it with Shiba. I put in money when Shiba, right before it blew up. This was back in 2021. And I let it sit there, and I'm like watching it, and I'm up 15x on my Shiba, right? And I'm like, I'm letting it be. This thing is going to go up 100x. And sure enough, I watched that thing go all the way back down. And by the time I sold, I was at like a 2x, right? And I'm just like, oh, at least I made money. But I'm looking back at what my portfolio was looking like, and I'm like shaking my head. I'm like, bro, like seriously, you could have. That was a big move right there, and you could have easily, moved it to other stuff. So it was the greed. The greed took over, So that's why I try to pass the knowledge on. Blue Usher said, I sold 50,000 meme book at the top, bought bag of ladies, and got some. You got some cock. You got some cock in you. and Tectonic. What's cock doing today? I'm surprised nobody's coming here and asks about it. Not doing too bad. It actually is holding pretty well right now. You guys look. I don't know if this thing bounced and we put the. I don't know if I put the support level before, but damn, if I did put this before, I'm damn good at finding these support levels. And this is something that I'm gonna teach, that we're gonna be going over in the membership. So if you guys can hit that join button, $5. We're gonna be going over. This is gonna be one of the things we're gonna be going over, is finding support levels. But you guys can see this thing has found support right here at this 40 beautifully. And it basically needed to test it a few times, and you can see it did jump up. Now, it did run up and hit its head on the 236 right here. So you can see it rejected at the 236. This is going to be at around the 51. So for right now, I mean, made a beautiful W pattern, just kind of like what Bitcoin's done. But for right now, I don't know if this is going to break above the 236. It probably is going to consolidate somewhere in between the 236 and the 382 right here, and probably maybe keep hitting its head before it breaks up. I think the market, like, you'll see this break out when the market kind of gets back on track, is what I think. So for Cock and you, if you're looking for some good spots for some dollar cost averaging in, anywhere at this 40, this basically we'll call it the 41 right here at this 49. It's the 409 mark or the 41, somewhere around there or under would be a beautiful spot to dollar cost average in on Cock and you. Yeah. What's the market cap at? Right around 340. So nothing crazy, still relatively low. Joseph said he added $5 billion to his bag. Nice. Justin's late to the party, bro. Where you been, man? We were all about to send a search party out for you, dude. Nah, I'm just kidding. Welcome, bro. Joseph, done it also. Sometimes we win, sometimes you lose. I understand, bro. Exactly. I mean, it happens. It happens, guys. I'm going to exit out of that. Can't believe the drama that's going on with WIF. I really don't understand it, honestly. I really don't understand it. But see if CoinDesk doesn't have anything new. You can see this was the article that we covered yesterday. What is this article right here? The article states meme coins going legit is the worst thing for meme coins. Yeah. While Elon Musk semi-ironically endorsed Dogecoin during the last bull run, most people saw it as a joke. A high-profile business guy playing with funny money. Nobody is laughing anymore. These days, there are real institutions, from Avalanche Foundation to Franklin Templeton, willing to say that meme coins are a legitimate use of blockchain technology, which they are, right? This is an hold on. On Solana, there's Dog with Hat, Silly Cat, and Pop Cat. On Ethereum, there's Doge, remains top dog, and then there's the emergency field of Polify, which is the political memes, right? Short for political finance. With its roster of coins like MAGA and Joe Biden and Elizabeth Warren, these would-be jokes have gained virality in the past year due to their unique nature. The Franklin Templeton digital assets team wrote in a recent report, a rally that kicked off in late 2023 has only picked up steam. All right, but what are they saying? In some sense, meme coins are reaching escape velocity. The Avalanche Foundation launched a culture catalyst program that started buying up meme coins in a bid to support what it believes to be a culturally important Web3. I'm not even going to read on to this. You have to be careful with CoinDesk because they get real bearish. You know, one thing I was telling you guys, if you guys know anything about like DeFi, I always tell you like for Chronos, what is the number one thing I was telling everybody what Chronos needs is meme coins, right? Hate them or love them, they are hot, they bring a lot of volume, and that's why Avalanche particularly has invested so much into bringing meme coin developers into their ecosystem because they're looking and seeing what Solana's doing. Solana's going absolutely crazy, and look at Solana. Let's look at their chart today. Solana yesterday was the only project that was up, and look at it today. It's at 193. It made a beautiful W pattern, and I wouldn't be surprised in the next few days we're talking about a $200 Solana. And why is Solana doing so well? Well, their ecosystem is doing so freaking well. The volume that's coming into Solana every day is by the billions. And what do you think half or 90% of that money is coming in? They're buying and trading meme coins on the DeFi space. So when you see an article like that, that's just FUD. Because you have probably some maxi Bitcoin that's writing that article, sitting here just trying to bash meme coins, right? And at the end of the day, we've all talked about this. You go back to 2020, 2021, and everybody laughed at meme coins, right? Everybody laughed at meme coins. You go back to 2000, now you go forward to 2024, and the people that were laughing at meme coins, even if they hate meme coins, they respect them now. They're like, well, you know what? They don't have much fundamentals behind them, but damn, you can get some damn good gains off of those projects, right? That's what it is. I don't understand why they have people writing those articles with all that FUD, about meme coins. It's like if you're a fundamental kind of person, then just go buy your fundamental projects and do your little 2x's, right? And let the people that want to jump in on meme coins and grab those 1000x, let them be, right? So Dominica said, Milady soon listing on Binance. I think I agree with you. I think it's going to be soon, eventually. Andrew said, I'm holding for the long haul because I'm in a good position. I bought in at, I don't even know how many zeros that is, but it's a lot. And I have a bag of 170 billion. Nice. Dominica said, Milady meme coin have same vibe like Shiba 3 years ago. People don't want to ignore. She comes in and says the same thing. But I agree with you. I agree with you. Frank said, nice cock and you analysis. Well, I try, bro. When it comes to the cock, I got to make sure it's nothing but superb, right? You got to make sure you cannot go in there. You got to have your A game going, right? Definitely got to have your A game going, Frank. Ay. Carlos, what's going on? Oh, Andrew said 7 zeros. Nice. That's nice. So you got in at a good spot. You bought in at the 30. The 7 zeros in the 30. That's nice. I don't know if you've been around the channel for a while, Andrew, but we've been mapping Milady since, and I always keep the arrow there just for shits and giggles. But we have been mapping Milady since right here. This is when I started making first videos of Milady. This was back in June of 2023 when Milady hit rock bottom right here at the 18. I hate saying this story, but I bought in right here at the 19, and I freaking sold when it pumped up right here. I mean, I bought back in, but I bought right at the bottom, dude, right at the 19 mark is where I bought in at. But we've been mapping Milady since then. We've been mapping Milady. It's been a long way, right? And a lot of people that have been with the channel are sitting very pretty because we've just been covering, Milady, not only Milady, but Fetch, ICP. I mean, I can go down the list of all these projects that when it was in the bear market and we were down and out covering all these projects. And now a lot of these people that are on the channel are definitely sitting nice. Is Bricks going back up? Let's see. It looked like it found some support when I briefly looked back on it. So let's see. Yeah, look at that. I mean, it definitely it found some support somewhere around this 13-14 cent. So I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to spread any negativity on Bricks. Hopefully this thing goes straight to the moon. I would just be very wary because historically speaking, this thing likes to go up and then down, right? So we'll see how it goes. Be careful for the double top, right? If you're up, don't let that greed kick in. Take those profits and reposition if you're able to. But, it definitely looks like it's trying to go for another run. Let's go. I'm going to look at Moons too real quick. Yeah, Bricks is just such a small market cap. Such a small market cap. It's insane. Moons isn't looking bad. Moons is actually holding pretty well. I wonder if there was some kind of like announcement or something that came out for Bricks and Moons on Reddit or something, because I mean, it's definitely doing pretty well. They're both up. Overcome said his average is in the 18 range. Damn, bro. You're one of those early investors. Looks like everybody's riding that brick today. I hope you guys do really well. Like I said, just if you're up, don't be upset to reposition yourself. I'm not saying right now, but I'm saying like if it goes up, see how it looks. If it retests this spot right here at the 26, I'll put it as a little resistance line for right now. If this thing comes up and possibly retests this 26, what you're obviously going to what you're going to want to see is it break that 26. If it comes up anywhere around or short and it gets rejected, you're probably looking at a double top. So I was going to put a fib retracement, but I don't even know if we should. Bricks does its own thing. So you can see for bricks, so it looks like it found beautiful support at the 618 right here at like the 14.7. Beautiful support right here. Beautiful bounce. So you have the 618 as support at around the 14.7. Hasn't fully confirmed that it's got support at this 0.5 at the 17 cents. So maybe if it does retrace, if this thing can stay above the 17 cents, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing is going to go off and start making some new local highs. Possibly. Blue Oyster said they invested in Bitcoin. Is that what's going on? Crypto Tip said Milady just broke out. I mean, she's doing good. She's getting hung up on this 0.5 fib right here. 0.5 fib at around the 21.8. You can see crypto tip. You can see, so we bounce off the 200-day moving average. This is going to be on our 2-hour time frame. You can see we bounced off this 200 and we're bouncing right here at the 0.5. We've hit our head multiple times right here at the 0.5. That's going to be around that 21.7. So what we are going to want to see is it find some support above this 0.5. But what I do see is that 20-day moving average coming like a bat out of hell, coming down right here. And I wouldn't be surprised if this thing does break above this the 0.5 fib. It's going to run up and just slam its head right on this 20-day right here and get rejected. But wouldn't be a bad thing if, like I said, if it can get above this 0.5 fib, even if it hits its head on this 20, but find some support above the 0.5. Remember, we want to see at least 3 to 4 candles, whether they're green or red, just bouncing off that 0.5. That's when you're going to probably see a nice little move towards the upside. And we'll probably run up and hit our head right here at this 25. But like I've told you guys, and I'm going to keep it until we get closer to this FOMC meeting, I am going to tell you guys, even if you don't want to hear it, I am short-term bearish for the next couple days just because of that freaking meeting that we have coming up. Once that damn meeting's over with, strong like bull coming right back out. Strong like bull coming right back out, and that's that. Because I don't see any other catalysts that are going to be in our way after that. So and Crypto Tip, she said, I'm still buying. Honestly, it's not a terrible time to buy, right? It's not a terrible time. Like I always say, just dollar cost average in. Just dollar cost average in. You're at a market cap right now at about 160 million. So we're back, down to those small market caps. So right now, it's not a terrible spot to buy in and just dollar cost average in. And just keep an eye on it. Remember, I'm using the 2-hour chart. And I'm looking right here, and we've so far have had support at this 200A, which is technically we found support somewhere around that 18.8, or you can call it the 19 mark. So if we do retrace and we come back to testing that 19 mark, that would be a good spot as well to dollar cost average in around that 19 mark for sure. Still chugging this Monster energy drink. Mohammed said next stop is $1 billion market cap. I agree with you. We'll be there. We will be there. Let's check out what Bitcoin broke out. Look at this, guys. Bitcoin broke out. So that W pattern played out beautifully. Remember what I said at the beginning of the stream? If we do see a breakout, what I'm expecting is us to most likely come up towards this 69,000. Hey, 69. Come up towards this 69,000 and possibly hit its head right here. So I'm not calling this a fake out or anything like that, but you guys, like I keep telling you guys, until we get, I'm not 100% certain that we're just going to start going crazy. Now tomorrow might come out Monday, right? Because you notice we've been doing good during the weekdays when the market opens up because the ETFs. Tomorrow might come out and we might just get right back on track and Bitcoin jumps up to 70K, right? Jumps up to 70 or above like nothing. But you better believe that when we get to the 20th, which is going to be on Wednesday, you're going to see some volatility again. So I hope that Bitcoin does that, where Monday comes and we break up above the 70K, because the higher we are as we get to that FOMC meeting means that the drop's going to be the least, right? Meaning if we're at 70, 71, 72,000 and we do see some volatility, we'll probably find support at the 69, right? But if we're at where we're at right now and we're coming up to the FOMC meeting, we're probably going to come back and retest the 64.9 or maybe break below it somewhat, right? So the higher the better as far as us getting closer to the FOMC meeting. I hope that tomorrow we do break out, above that 70K. I hope it happens tonight, right? Let's get back on track. I hope that damn FOMC meeting comes and I'm completely wrong and Bitcoin's just sitting there with the big middle finger like, bro, you ain't taking me off my run. Nothing can stop us. I hope that's what happens, right? So, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes as we get, into this week. So, but yeah, just to recap, everything looks okay. Everything looks good, guys. Eat up that dip. I gave you guys spots to map out as far as, for Milady, Bitcoin, and all your other favorite projects. So, other than that, let's see here. MOG is up 20%. It is up. Is it still holding? It is definitely holding. Found that beautiful bounce at the 62, so it is definitely holding. Steph said, guys, how can I swap some Crow into Crawl? So you got to download a DeFi wallet. You got to download, if you have crypto.com, there's also they have a DeFi wallet app. So you have to get the crypto.com DeFi wallet app, connect it to your crypto.com, and then you're going to need to buy Crow on your crypto.com exchange and send it to your DeFi wallet. And then from there, you're going to go on to your MMF swap, and you can swap your MMF, or swap on MMF, swap your Crow for call. It's on VVS DeFi as well. Yes, it is on VVS. So Steph, if you're active, go on to our Discord. We have a lot of guys in there that will literally help you out step by step in the Discord. If you need any help, they can help you out. But guys, listen, I'm going to let you guys go. Beautiful Sunday. I had a great stream. Nothing too crazy going on today. Make sure you guys are eating that dip. Remember, look out this week. We might see a little bit of volatility. Hopefully I'm wrong and we just blast right through everything and we're back on track. But I want to make sure you guys are aware so you can eat up those dips if they do occur. So other than that, remember, during the week, we're getting right back on track. During the weekdays, we have 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when we go live as far as our live stream. So make sure you guys hit that like. Make sure you guys are subscribed, right? You got to be subscribed so you can get those instant alerts whenever we do go live. And if you are able to, come join the membership, $5. It's only $5 to join. We're going to be diving deep into DeFi. Just like someone just asked, how do they buy call? We're going to be diving deep into how to make moves on DeFi, Solana, Chronos, all that good stuff, and in a big whole spectrum of stuff. You're going to get exclusive member-only streams that we're going to dive in, and we're going to basically help and make sure you're a better trader. So make sure you guys hit that join on the memberships as well. And then other than that, join our Discord. I have it pinned on the top. Make sure you guys join that Discord. We're all in there. I'm active as well. If you need anything directly, you can contact me on Discord. So other than that, guys, I thank each and every one of you guys for coming in today. We had a great stream. I will see each and every one of you guys tomorrow, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Other than that, enjoy yourself. Take yourself off the charts for a little while and enjoy yourself, right? Because this week's going to be a big week for us. Thank you again, and I will see you guys